cotton candy, petting animals, winning prizes, and lots of rides. The annual Clark County Fair has something for everyone. Next year will be the 150th anniversary. The Clark County Fair Board, comprised of community members directly involved with the fair, has already begun planning.
We start planning for one fair during the prior fair. So for instance, this fair, we're all here almost every day. Some of us are here all day, every day. I've got my little notepad. We're taking notes about what's going on. We have a wrap-up meeting a week after the fair. We go around the table. Literally every board member comments on things that they saw, things that were good, things they'd like to change. We keep a board of that, and then we make improvements and changes for the next year.
Once planning is in full swing and a theme is chosen, bands are picked for the concerts.
At the end of that process, typically we will go into more of an internal planning where the staff starts putting together the ideas that will be responsive not only to the critiques but to the input we've had from the public. But then by about the end of the year, we're starting to do contracts. We actually have a national level meeting in Las Vegas where we go, and there's a lot of agents for acts and for different performers. That's where the contracts are set for the concerts.
There are approximately 350 vendors at the fair. 260 of those are commercial vendors housed inside the event center, and another 40 outside. The remainder are popular food vendors who set up the week prior to the fair.
I've been working the Clark County Fair for 20 years. Yes, we love it. We love coming here. We love the people. It's super fun. We enjoy it. We have customers that come every year just to see us. I have all my family helping, my 2 daughters, my husband and me. It's a family business, and we get it all done on our own.
The fair actually takes a lot of folks to get this food booth set up and ready to go. We're here for 14 days, and to make sure that this booth runs efficiently, it takes 352 people to run this food booth effectively through the entire fair. And the great news is we're all volunteer, and all of the money that we raise during the fair goes back to the Ridgefield community. We support all 4 Ridgefield schools, all of the sporting teams, all of the clubs within the schools, speech and debate, choir, the band, everybody.
The duration of the fair is only 10 days, but it is a almost 60-day operation from start to finish, and then a year-round thing. We're always planning, trying to figure out better to streamline things. This year we have 42 employees, and in prior years we have been the caterer for all the fairgrounds as well as all the outside party events. And so we have had the majority of 50 employees for the last few years.
One of the most popular food booths I have on the ground, of course, is the Dairy Women's Milkshake booth. And last year they sold about 18,000 milkshakes during the 10-day run of the fair. Clark Public Utilities is a very valuable partner of ours. They have an information booth inside the exhibit hall, and they provide free ice water for people who come by to visit them in their booth. And they served 60,000 glasses of water at the fair.
Once the fair is up and running, fair manager John Morrison lives on site to help troubleshoot problems and ensure a safe experience for everyone.
Obviously had a few weather issues with the heat, but it's nothing that we haven't been able to overcome, and there's been a lot of folks out here, and the exhibits are up. The entertainment's great. We actually had 4 concerts on our first 4 nights. All 4 sold out, which is a first for us here at the Clark County Fair.
Well, I think the first thing is whether it was safe. And it's been amazingly safe over the years that John and I have been involved. Next measure, I think, is fun. If we can tell people have had fun, and we can usually tell. You just have to walk the midway and see how much fun people are having. And of course, third is financial. We have to make sure that we meet some goals financially so that we can keep it viable.
In the last 6 years, we've been rated in the top 10 fairs in the country. One of those lists was county fairs. One was all state and county fairs, and we've come out in the top 5 in that list. We've got over 2,000 volunteers that put this on. We couldn't do it without them. And they each have a passion for the area they work in, and they've done very, very well in putting on what I think is a great fair.
For their efforts, planning, and preparing over the course of a year for a 10-day event, those involved with the planning and implementation of the Clark County Fair are our personal best.